There's a place where the fishing is some of the best in the country, where the avid angler can cast for reds, trout, flounder, and big game fish, and limit out in no time. A place where you have countless fishing locations to pick from, including offshore rig fishing. But imagine if this place reminded you more of home than of the typical fishing camp, where your family could swim, play tennis, or take a quick trip to the beaches and casinos of Biloxi or the New Orleans French Quarter. A place where you could fish into the evening on Sunday and comfortably make it into work on Monday. No, this is not a fish story. It is Fort Beauregard Marina Estates. Welcome to what could be your new home away from home, Fort Beauregard Marina Estates, an exciting, new, gated waterfront community where fishing, family, and work all coexist in perfect harmony. Fort Beauregard was named after the fortress built by P.G.T. Beauregard at Shell Beach, right before the Civil War. But its names like Chandelier Island, Lake Bourne, and the Gulf of Mexico that get a fisherman's pulse racing. You see, Fort Beauregard is located in the heart of saltwater fishing heaven. This exciting new community is bordered on the north by the Mississippi River Gulf Outlet and on the east by Yscloskey Canal. You can go from bed to boat in just 5 minutes. From there, you can cast in the nearby marshes and lakes for those trophy specks and reds. Or head out offshore for the really big game fish. Every home sits comfortably on a spacious lot with prime bulkheaded water frontage to dock your boats. Also included are 3 private back-down boat launches. And if you're into hunting, good news. Fort Beauregard puts you close to some of the area's best spots for duck and deer. Best of all, you'll have neighbors who share your love of fishing in the outdoors. Expect to spend many an afternoon and evening enjoying great company as you cook the day's catch of fish, crabs, and shrimp.
We've been very successful fishing around Fort Beauregard. We have come home with quite a few good hauls and enough to make seafood platters, I'd say.
There is no better fishing habitat in Louisiana than the part of St. Bernard Parish that we're in right now. You have access completely to just abundant inshore species, and of course within a very short drive or a boat ride you have access to all of the fishing rigs which hold snapper and grouper, and even further out than that you can from this location fish amberjack and lemonfish and tuna and any type of other species that run blue water here, and it's just a perfect location, a perfect jumping off point.
One of the most appealing features of Fort Beauregard is its location. But at most fishing spots, the only thing to do is fish. But at Fort Beauregard, fishing is just the beginning, making it perfect for families. As you can imagine, there are plenty of areas nearby for boating and jet skiing. Or the kids can walk over to the tennis courts and swimming pool for an afternoon of fun. Head east from there and you have the sun and sand of Biloxi. Head west and you have all the shopping, attractions, and pro sports of New Orleans. And the fun doesn't stop when the sun goes down. Join the party in the French Quarter or try your luck at the casinos in Biloxi or New Orleans. No matter which you choose, there is fun for everyone. So here you are. It's Sunday afternoon and you've got a meeting on Monday morning. Usually you'd be packing up for the drive home, but at Fort Beauregard you're packing your tackle box for one last run to your favorite fishing hole. Now you're only 40 minutes from New Orleans, and forget about those two-lane curving roads with speed traps. The route to Fort Beauregard is a wide, paved 4-lane highway.
The close proximity of Fort Beauregard is that we've actually marked it off with the GPS and have gone from West End Boat Launch to right here at the bulkheads, 31 miles.
And we also have friends that have a camp nearby in Mississippi, and it's about a 40-minute boat ride from this spot to their spot.
We live in Metairie. I work in Metairie and live in Metairie, and from my home or office, it's less than 50 minutes down here. So when I made my decision to buy the lot and build our home, I felt that way, that if I'm sitting having a rough day at work and it's 12 o'clock noon, I can just pack my things, call it a day, tell my wife, let's go, we're heading down to the camp, and you know, set the entire family, if not just she and I, in a different frame of mind.
If it seems like Fort Beauregard is carefully planned out, it's because it is. The person behind it is successful businessman, Louisiana resident, and longtime fan of the outdoors, Boise Bollinger, chairman and CEO of Bollinger Shipyards, and developer of Fort Beauregard Marina Estates.
Fishing and the outdoors are a large part of Louisiana's heritage. Many a family tradition began right here on these waters. I wanted to create an environment that encouraged families to get out and enjoy the outdoors, while at the same time offering a sense of community.
It's a real village, a real community in and of itself. So it distinguishes Fort Beauregard from any other place you can be in this part of the world.
I like the country club atmosphere at Fort Beauregard. I think that's appealing for the ladies. It's not just a fishing type of weekend.
It's a very safe and secure area, and of course, being the sheriff of St. Bernard Parish, we're going to make sure it stays that way. But it's just a very, very nice family place. It's a good place to work and play.
Preserving that sense of community was essential to Fort Beauregard. Protective covenants and architectural reviews were established to guide the development's growth and to protect property values in the years to come. It's also why we created such a solid foundation for building. This includes vinyl bulkheads with concrete tiebacks, underground utilities, cable and internet service, lawn service, professional landscaping with palm trees, and one of the highest elevations in the parish. Of course, by its nature, building a home is very personal, which is why you have the flexibility to choose the architect and builder you're most comfortable with.
Family loves it, as a matter of fact. This is probably going to be where I spend most of my time. It'll be my principal residence.
This will be one family place and one fun place to go, and I think all our family and our friends will be looking forward to coming down here with us every weekend.
Well, thanks for joining me. We hope to see you and your family enjoying the best of all worlds at Fort Beauregard Marina Estates.